Want.
In the noughties, putting two fingers up to traditional values seemed to do you no harm at all. Something was in the air, and we needed a way to describe it without sounding like snobs. We didn't have to wait long. Soon, a new word was on everyone's lips.
Chav.
Chav.
Chav. Chavs are basically gangster wannabe. What is it? Chav stands for council houses and vandalism.
It degrades people.
It's Brian Rooney's girlfriend. She's one of the biggest chavs around, yeah?
Someone's a bit, put it a bit sketchy.
What we tend to do, we do
Out on
love
the
people
streets,
together.
wearing tracksuits and just like enjoying themselves. I like my tracksuit bottoms.
Chav. Well, that's probably one of the defining words of the decade, isn't it?
The word chav had been circulating in Kent for several years. Then, plucked from obscurity, it stormed the web. The Chav Scum website, launched in December 2003, turned chav baiting into a national pastime.
And it's weird because before the word chav kind of came about, you probably would look at these kids on the street and not really think so much about them, but once you've now got this derogatory label, suddenly there seems to be so many of them.
When we first heard the word, a chav was a white working-class man. He spent his money on heavily logoed sportswear, gold chains, and sovereign rings. His girlfriend, a chavette, had hoop earrings and a bit of an attitude.
Chav is quite a clever word because it has a comic component. There's something quite funny about chavs. Their bad taste, their haircuts, their lifestyle seems almost comically, grotesquely vulgar.
She's a shit stirrer and a fucking thief and all.
They want money and they want fun and they want to behave in a very chav-like manner, but they're not aspirational, they're not trying to become posh, they're not trying to become middle class.
They were full of themselves, they were quite into bling, they were white, and they were tattooed. What they now call, classically, what they now call the tramp stamp, which is at the small of the back, on the muffin top. A tramp stamp on a muffin top on a chav. That tells you a lot about English as it's developed in the last 10 years.
Don't look at me like I've done something wrong.
Chav spotters looked first for the Burberry check. Back in the late 90s, Burberry had shed its fusty image and become a fashion leader, worn by Madonna and the Beckhams. A Burberry cap, priced at £50, made a statement.
The Burberry thing is a very subversive act. You're taking over the bastion of the English elite. And that's an act of cultural resistance as much as anything else. And what frightens the middle class is that they think they own Britain, and what the chavs reveal is that they don't. They've only got it on a long lease.
Burberry didn't like it much either. They decided to take the cap off the shelves. By early 2004, the media had gone chav crazy. The word started to broaden, to cover anyone who was, well, a bit common.
That person's wearing a shell suit, they're a chav. That person, you know, is pushing a pram and she's pregnant and she's 70, chav.